welcome back to our grade 10 mathematics. This is our week 7. So week 7 is entitled Factoring Polynomials. So by the way, I am Ranel C. Fernandez and I am your teacher together with Ma'am Salisi. So before we will proceed to our discussion, you need to prepare first your module, the module 8, your notebook, your ball pen, and of course your self. Okay, so for this video, you will learn how to factor polynomials. Now to our first how to factor a polynomial. So first is finding the greatest common factor. So we focus on factoring using the greatest common factor or the GCF of a polynomial. When we multiplied polynomials, we multiplied monomials by polynomials by distributing such as 4x squared times the quantity 2x squared minus 3x plus 8 is equal to, so again, you have to distribute, no? 4 times 2 is 8, then x squared times x squared is x to the power of 4. Again, if you're going to multiply ng mga exponents, you will add exponents. Then 4x squared minus 3x, that is minus 12x, that is minus 12x cubed. We have x squared and x. Then 4x squared plus 8, that is 4 times 8 is 32, then x squared, then we have we don't have variable here, that is 32x squared. That is this distribution, no? You distribute the monomial to the polynomial. We work out the same problem but backwards. We will start with 8x squared minus 12x cubed plus 32 and obtain its factored form. So again, no? Karon balihon na nato ni siya, no? Kani ang given. Then if we're going to factor this, dapat kani ang iyahang result. This is the factored form. First, we have to identify the GCF of a polynomial. We introduce the GCF of a polynomial by looking at an example in arithmetic. The method in which we obtain the GCF between numbers in arithmetic is the same method we use to obtain the GCF with polynomials. So the factored form of a number or expression is the expression written as a product of factors. So the greatest common factor or GCF of a polynomial is the largest polynomial that is a factor of all terms in the polynomial. Okay, again, take note with our definition. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, examples. We have 5 examples. So factor the following completely. So it's already the answer. The answers are all given. You can check that in your module. So for example, number 1. For number 1, we have 24x cubed plus 56x to the power of 15. Okay, so first is we need to get the GCF of 24 and 56. So what is the GCF of 24 and 56? Okay, our GCF is 8. How do we get 8? Yun sa man nato pagkuha ang 8. So to get 8, no? So GCF matong ipangita, we have 24 and 56, no? So what are the factors of 24? Or we can use prime factorization, no, to get 8. For example, sa pag prime factorization, we have 24. What are the factors of 24? Diba? That is 12 times 2. Another sa 12, we have 4 times 3. Diba? Then 4, diba? Prime factorization, we have 2 times 2. So these are the prime factors of 24. So we have 22 times 22, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Then for 56, what is the GCF, or what are the factors of 56? 56 is, okay, that is 2 times 56, that is 28 times 2. Tama? Okay. Sama sa 28. That is 28 divide. Okay, pwede siya 7 times 4. Ang 2 din, ang 4 kay pwede siya 2 times 2. So, ang factors niya kay 2 times 2. Tulo man ka 2, no? Then times 7. Okay, so yung common kay kani, we have 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, muna yung mga common, no? So, our GCF is 2 times 2, 4 times 2 is 8. So, that is our GCF. So, that's why our GCF is 8. Now, we have 8 here. Okay, then, for the variables, what that is x cubed. So, para mas simple, ang imuhang GCF sa imong polynomial kay that is just ang pinakagamay nga exponent. Okay, take note, no? Unsa ang pinakagamay nga exponent sa imong duha ka terms na 2 terms man ni x cube o x to the power 15, ang pinakagamay mauna siya ayahang factor. Dapat same siya og kanang same sila og variable, no? For example, x diri y, so wala siya ay common kay common gani. No, meaning naa sa ilang both. So ang pinakagamay lang exponent mo na imuhang GCF. Okay, so how to get 3? Unsa ni pagko ang 3 dire? That is just 24x cubed, no? 24x cubed divide 8. Pila man 24 divide 8? 3. Tama? And x cubed divide x cubed is 1 or wala pwede nga wala ni 1 dira. And 56 divide 8 is 7. Dayon x to the power 15 divide x cubed is x to the power of 12, no? That is the factor of our number 1. Okay? For number 2, we have 12y to the power of 5 plus 6y to the power of 20 minus 21y to the power of 7. Okay, so our GCF of 12, 6, and 21 is 3. Or pwede ka dili na magamit sa prime factorization, no? You just simply check the numbers. You will find numbers nga pinakadako, any number nga pinakadako nga pwede ma-divide siya sa 12, 6, ug 21, di ba? 3 raman, wala may lain. Okay? Except sa 1, of course, dapat pinakadako man. So, greatest. So, 12 divide 3, pwede. 6 divide 3, pwede. 21 divide 3, pwede. Okay, you'll find number nga pwede siya ma-divide. And at what I said, no, kaganina, ang imuhalang exponent is katong pinakagamay. So, y to the power of 5, y to the 20, o y to the power of 7. So, therefore, ang imuhang GCF, ani nga polynomial, kay 3y to the power of 5. So, the same maghapon, 12y 5, 12 to the y of power 5, divide 3y to the power of 5, that is 4. 6y to the power of 20, that is 2, then 21, divide 3 is 7, then y7, y5, that is y squared. Okay? So, there are examples dira, no? Okay. Okay, okay. What happened to number 4? I think there's something wrong sa number 4, no? Okay, y na nahimong okay. Ay na matter ang 4. Okay, just like in number 3, no? In number 3, 4x squared minus 20x plus 10 equals, okay, unsa may pwede ma-divide sa tulo, di ba? 2 lang, wala na ilain. So, that's why 2. Nganong wala may variable diri sa atong GCF? Because, wala may variable diri sa atong 10. So, dapat common man siya. No, na x squared, na x, naniwala. So, dapat naa po siya x diri para atong magamit siya. Okay? That's for the GCF. No, again, take note. Find the GCF, meaning you will find a number that you can divide, no? No, pwede siya ma-divide dani sa duha ka numbers nato. Okay, dani, danha. And take note for the variables, dapat ang imuhang yang factor is atong pinakagamay lang nga exponent with the same variable, of course. Okay? O just like here, number 5, no? A to the power of 4, a to a cube, a squared. So atong GCF is a squared. B to the power of 5, b to the power of 7, o b squared. So that is b squared. For 21, 14, and 7, So, unsa man nga number ang pwede ma-divide dira? Of course, that is only 7. No? Then 21 divides 7, 14 divides 7, and so on. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, so we have steps no, for factoring out the greatest common factor. Okay, next. Okay, difference of two squares. So when we see a binomial where both and the first and the second terms are perfect square and one subtracts another, you have the difference of two squares. You can apply the following formula to factor quickly. So naay tayo formula. Okay? So we have difference of two squares. We have a squared minus b squared. So kung inanhigan iyang form, dapat perfect square ang a ug perfect square po ang b. Iyahang factor kay a plus b times the quantity a minus b. What are perfect squares? The perfect squares are 4. No, this is a perfect square. 9, 16, 25, 36, and so on. No? Why a perfect square man ang 4? Because this is the product of 2 times 2. Right? Then for 9, we have 3 times 3. 16 is 4 times 4. Or this is 2 squared. Okay, and 3 squared. Okay, so let's answer example 1. For example 1, we have x squared minus 36. So of course, this is a perfect square. Kaya klaro, x squared, and this is 36. Again, difference lang siya, no? Kung plus ni, dili na siya ma-factor. Dapat minus lang siya. Okay, so by applying the formula, meaning x squared, that is x, we have x. Then 36 that is the product of 6 times 6. So that is 6 and 6. Then plus and minus. So that is, these are the factors of x squared minus 36. Okay, and for number 2, you have 9a squared. Of course, this is a perfect square. 9a squared and 25b squared. That is 3a. No, okay, 9. Then 25b squared is 5 and 5. Then 100b squared, of course, that is 10. Then 49 is 7. Okay, that's for the difference of two squares. Okay, sum or difference of two cubes. So sum or difference of two cubes. There are special formulas for a sum or difference of two cubes. So we have difference of two cubes. We have a cube minus b cube, that is equal to the quantity a minus b times the quantity a squared plus ab plus b squared. Then for the sum of two cubes, we have a cube plus b cube, that is equal to the quantity a plus b times the quantity a squared minus ab plus b squared. So we can also use the acronym SOAP. So what do you mean by SOAP? Meaning SOAP, S meaning same. So same meaning binomial has the same sign as the expression. Okay, for example, this is the given, no? This is the binomial, this is the trinomial, no? Okay, binomial is two terms. So ang same is kung unsa ang iyang expression, mo na ang sign sa imuhang binomial. Okay? For opposite, middle term of the trinomial has the opposite sign than the expression. Meaning, the sign of our middle term. This is the sign of our middle term of the trinomial. Then, A is always positive ang last term. Again, to remember no, the formula, if A cube minus B cube, ang binomial is the same. No? Sa iyang expression din. Ang middle term sa atong trinomial is positive, opposite niya. Then for sum plus mani, so dapat plus pud ni diri and minus. Okay, plus plus minus. Pero kung minus minus, plus. Okay, or SOAP. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, so we need to factor number 1, x cubed minus 64. Okay, this is difference of two cubes. Ganong difference of two cubes? Anong number 1? What are the, for example, 64. 64 is a cube of a number, no? 64, that is, diba? 64 is equivalent to 4 times 4 times 4. So that is 64. Tama? So then x cubed minus 64 equals, okay, so again, unsa gatong kung minus gani, kung a cube minus b cube, that is equivalent to a minus b, no? Okay, kung minus dira, minus po dira, dayon a squared plus kay minus man diri, so plus ab plus b squared. Okay, kung a cube plus b cube, that is a plus b, that is a squared minus ab plus b squared. Okay, so for number 1, x cubed minus 64. So ang ato ang binomial is x. Okay, that is just cube root, no? Pwede na cube root of x cubed and cube root of 64. That is, di ba, kung gigon ganina is 4. Okay, sa tong formula gani, a squared, meaning ato ning a squared ang x, so that is x squared, no? X times x plus ab. Okay, plus ab, meaning ato ning times, this is our a, this is our b, di ba? So x times 4, that is 4x plus the formula is b squared, so that is 4 squared, or 4 times 4 is 16. So that is for number 1. Okay, for number 2, 125 minus x cubed, that is 125 is 5 cubed, diba? Or the cube root of 125 is 5. So 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. That is 5 minus x lang. Okay, so formula, that is a squared. So ato na a squared. 5 squared is 5 times 5 is 25. Plus ab. Say plus ab, so 5 times x. So that is 5x. Dayon, b squared, that is plus x squared. Okay, so the same. Okay, let's try number 3. For number 3, x cubed plus 8. Okay, so that is x plus, unsa ang 8? That is 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, so formula, a squared na to ni, so x squared. Dayon, minus, kay minus man dira. So 2 times, x times 2 is 2x. Dayon, squared na to, ang last is 4. Okay, so you can try number 4. Okay, let's proceed. Proceed now to the perfect square trinomials. So in this section, we discuss 2 special types of trinomials that are called the perfect square trinomials. In order to have a perfect square trinomial, we need to have the first and the second term squared, and the middle term twice the first, and this is the last term, no? Last term putting second terms. This pattern allows us to be more efficient when we factor trinomials. So perfect square trinomials. Again, there's something error, no? Should be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and this is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. No, dili siya 2a lang, dapat na 2ab dira. Okay, so if inanhiyang form, the factored form of this trinomial is a plus b squared. Then for inanhinga form, that is a minus b, the quantity a minus b squared. Again, dapat ang a ug b kay perfect square or a squared. Then yung middle term kay twice of your a and b. No? Next. Okay, number 1. We have 36x squared plus 60x plus 25. Is this a perfect square trinomial? Okay, of course, this is a perfect square trinomial, no? Why? Because, okay, we have 36x squared plus 60x plus 25. Okay, for 36, no, this is 6x, no, times 6x. For 25, this is 5 times 5. This is how we will check the perfect square trinomial. Okay, let's check, no, dapat ang middle term, kung i-times na itong 6, i-times na itong 6x and 5, okay, that is 30x. No, pila man na? Diba 30x? Okay. Dapat twice niya. Okay, twice na sa 30x is 60. Okay, so therefore this is a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so the factor of this one is just the square root of first term, no? Or first, that is 6x, and plus man, so it should be plus, and square root of 25 is 5. Okay, for number 2. For number 2, 4x cubed, 4x squared plus 20xy plus 25y squared. Okay, let's check no kung perfect square ba ni. So dapat this is 2x, no? 2x times 2x. This is 5y times 5y. Okay, that is 2x times 5y pila, that is 10xy. Dayon i-times 2 nato, dapat middle term ang correct. So that is 20xy. Okay. So therefore, ang factored form ni is square root sa first term, that is 2x plus man, so that is plus square root sa 25y squared is 5y. Ay, sorry, butang ito squared and squared. Okay, let's try number 4 para na minus, no? For number 4, so x squared minus 6x plus 9. So that is, no, of course, this is x times x. 9 is 3 times 3. So, i-times na itong x and 3, that is 3x. Then, i-times 2 na to. Okay, middle term siya, correct, 6x. So, therefore, yung factor ani is x minus man. So, minus square root din sa 9 is 3. Okay, so that's for the perfect square trinomial. Okay, next is, okay, so factoring trinomials of the form x squared plus bx plus c. So factoring the three terms or trinomials is the most important technique, especially in further algebra. Since factoring is a product of factors, we first look at multiplying to develop the process of factoring trinomials. We have steps for factoring trinomials of the form x squared plus bx plus c. So step 1, find two numbers p and q that p plus q equals b and p times q is equal to ac. Okay? So dapat na a diri, no? Okay, wait lang, no? So dapat na a man diri, dapat ax. Then rewrite the expression so that the middle term is split into two terms p and q. Then factor by grouping, then verify the factored form by finding the product. So factoring trinomials with a leading coefficient of x of 1. So make two sets of parentheses and put the factors of x squared in the first position of each set of parentheses like this. Then the second position are the factors of c that add to b. Okay, so let's apply our definition and steps. Okay, number 1. We have x squared plus 9x plus 18. So the factor of our equation or our expression is x plus 3 and x plus 6. Okay, so man nato pag-solve. Okay, so for number 1, so this x squared plus 9x plus 18. Okay, kung ang coefficient nato sa x squared 1, so we'll go here directly, no? Mangita kag factor sa 18, nga dapat kung imong i-add, 9 ang answer. Okay, what are the possible factors of 18? So find the possible factors of 18. So may 18, di ba? We have 9 times 2. So pa man, 18 kay pwede 6 times 3. Positive 18 na, so pwede negative 9 times negative 2, di ba? Positive magyapon na, and negative 6 times negative 3. Pwede po negative 18 times negative 1 or positive 18 times 1, di ba? 18 gyapon na. So dapat kung imo nang i-add ang duha ka mga factors, dapat ang result is ang 9. Okay, 9 plus 2. Okay, 11. So 6 plus 3. So 9. So mo na answer. So therefore atong factors kay 6 and 3, positive 6. So bato na parenthesis dira. So So x no, kay x squared man na, so x plus 6 or plus 6 and plus 3. Okay, so this is your factor. So the same lang siya, no? For number 2, you have a squared minus 9ab plus 14b squared. Okay, so mangitatag factor sa 14 nga 9 ang result, positive 14, no? Okay, positive 14. Okay, murag sayop na sad siya, no? 7, 14, 7. Dapat sayop yung answer, no? Okay, so dapat sayop yung answer, no? Unsa may mga factors sa 14? So, we have 7 times 2, klaro na kayo, no? 7 times 2. Pwede po negative 7 times negative 2. So, pila man 7 times 2 is, 7 plus 2 is 7, 8, 9. Kani is negative 9. So, dapat, atong kwaon kay kani, kay dapat negative 9 man ang middle term. So, it should be a minus 7. B squared man, so naanay b dira. Dayon a, dayon minus 2b. Okay, so this is your factor. No, sayop ang atong answer no sa libro module, no. A minus 7b, dapat a minus 2b, dili siya 3b. Okay, so let's proceed to the next. Okay, so factoring trinomials of the form ax squared plus bx plus c by grouping. When the leading coefficient is a is not 1, it takes a few more steps to factor the trinomial. There are many ways to factor this type of trinomials. You are going to learn two methods in this section. The first one is factor by grouping, and the second one is the bottoms-up method. First, let's take a look at the grouping method. So first, multiply a times c. Then write a trinomial in the form x squared plus bx plus a times c. So factor as you normally would the trinomials with the leading coefficient of 1. And divide a constant in each binomial factor by the original value of a. And simply the fractions formed. So if the simplified fractions do not have the denominator of 1, move the denominator to the coefficient of the variable. Verify the factored form by finding the product. Okay. So number 1, we have 5x squared plus 60x plus 100. Okay, so what should we do for number 3? No, number 3. Okay, for number 3, we have 5x squared. So what should we do here? No, that is just simply i-factor niya ang 5. No, pwede man mo ka ng 5. So that is 5 times x squared plus pila man 60 divide 5. That is pila man 60 divide 5. Okay, that is 12. That is 12x plus 10. Oh, sorry. That is 20. That is 20. Divide 5 is 20. Okay. Okay, then i-factor din mo sa sulod. So that is 5. Okay, unsa may factor sa 20 nga kung ato i-add kay 12. So that is 10 and 2. That is x plus 2 ug x plus 10. Okay, that's 4. Okay, number 3. So for number 4, we have 8x squared minus 2x minus 15. Okay, so mag-trial and error lang tadani, no? So may tag ibutang nimo diri 8. Dayon dapat 15. Okay, so magtagag factor sa 8. Pwede siya 8 times 1, 4 times 2, mura man nalain. Then factor sa 15, 3 times 5. So let's try, for example, ata kabalo no? We have 4 and 4x and 2x. Dayon 15, for example, diri ang 3. Diri ang 5. Unsa na to pag-check kung correct na ni mga factor? 15 man, so dapat negative 3 diri plus. Kay negative man, no, dapat negative plus yun na basta sa last term. So pila man ni negative 3 times 2x, that is negative 6x. Kani 4 times 5, 4x times 5 is 20x. So pag plus ni mo dana, pila man, that is 14x. So wrong ni siya nga combination. Kung dili siya pwede. Kaya dapat negative 2x ang imong result. So let's try 4x na sa diri. Okay, dayon 2x. Asa mi nakuha kani og kana sa atong first term. Pag diri na sad sa atoy kaduha nga mga term sa atong factor, diri sa atong last term. So let's try 5 plus 5 na sa atong balihon ni, no? Then minus 3. So pila man ni, that is 10x. Pila man ni, this is negative 12. So pag plus ni mo dana, that is negative 2x. So correct. So therefore, mo ni ato ang factored form. Okay, so let's proceed. You can answer by your own ang number 5. So factor by grouping. So when we have polynomials that have at least 4 terms, sometimes we can factor them by using process known by factor by grouping. Okay, so that's the step. You can read it. So let's proceed. 1, we have 15xy minus plus 10y minus 18x minus 12. Okay, so first is ato siyang i-group, no? I-group nato ang naay pwede nato siya magawas, no? 15xy og minus 18x. And then we have 10y minus 12, no? Ato siyang gi-groupings, no? Ato siyang gi-group. O kana siya og kana. And then ato din siyang using the GCF, no? Kana nimo siya na og kanila yon. Since naman siya common no 5y minus 6, muna siyang gibutang diri, and we have 3x plus 2, muna siyang nakabutang sa 3x plus 2 diri. So the factored form is 5y minus 6 times the quantity 3x plus 2. Ano ang kasimple, no? Then for this one, we have ato lang i-combine, no? 6x squared ug 2x matong gi-grouping. Then 2x plus y. Okay, then we have GCF gyapon, no? We have 2x, dayon 3x plus 1. So no common man ang 3x plus 1 mo nang atong gi pagaw isa lang, then combine atong 2x and y. So the same with number 3. Okay, so for your activity, you need to answer activity 2, page 6, numbers 1, only number 1, number 7, and number 8. For activity 3, you will just answer number 3, number 7, and number 10. For activity 4, you will answer numbers 1 and 5 only. Okay? Then let's answer the assessment part. Okay, so that's for our module 8. That's all for our module 8. Okay, so see you in module 9.